Hello, and welcome to episode 10 of my hardcore world. Today, we're going to be working on the entrance to our cave, kind of like what we talked about last episode. And I'm thinking that I'm going to want the entrance either over here or over here. And I also want to go ahead and start moving some of our farms down here. So, we're going to do a lot of excavating. And rather than having to make, 15 trips back and forth to dump stuff in the storage system, I think I'm going to make a shulker box unloader, like what we talked about before when we originally built the storage system. I did go ahead and get some resources off camera, and I did a little bit of planning. So if I look at my inventory, you can see this is most of the materials we're going to need. I think I actually have a few more pistons and sticky pistons than what I'm going to need. I'm thinking that since we put all of our stuff in here to be sorted, and this is also where our bubble elevator is, I think we're going to use this barrel to dump all of our shulker boxes in. I don't think I'm ever going to need to empty more than 27 shulker boxes at a time. And yeah, so I did go ahead and hollow out an area back here. And I'm going to try to build this on camera. Normally I don't really do redstone on camera, but I'm going to try and see what happens here. So we're going to have a line of hoppers, okay? And then we're going to have two hoppers pointing into this. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go here. Okay. And then I actually need to... Yeah, this will work. So next, we're going to put a piston right here. This is going to be to break all our shulker box. And then we're going to put a dispenser here. That's going to be the one that places the boxes. And then we need two comparators. We need one here and we need one here, if I can place it. Okay, let's go ahead and knock the top off of this just so we have a little more headroom. Let's get our shovel here. Oh, that's not ideal. Let's just go ahead and block. We'll just go ahead and block that up. So next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a block here. Okay. And then we're going to need redstone below. And we're going to put a target block here. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple of observers, if I can find them in my inventory. And we're going to have them pointing upwards. Okay. And then we're going to have a sticky piston. That's going to push a redstone block over. Okay. And then on this side here, what we're going to have is we're going to have a hopper up top. This is going to be where we deposit all of our boxes at. And we'll run this kind of down and we'll do something, probably a bubble elevator up here eventually. But we're going to have an observer here, and we're going to need this to face into our hopper like that, and then we want one facing down like so. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a piece of redstone dust so that it sends a signal there, and then on the back we're going to put a couple of droppers. Okay, I messed that up. This is going to be a dropper facing up. And then we're going to have a sticky piston with a block. And now if I did this right, if I go get some shulker boxes, which I think I did this right, we should be able to put, I don't know, we'll put this 3 mossy cobble. We should be able to drop it in here. And it didn't get a signal. Why did it not get a signal? Oh, because I forgot a piece of redstone right there on that target block. So now it should place it and it'll break it, and there we go. So can put items in. I'm not going to put a lot, and it'll automatically place it, pull all the items out, break the shulker box, and then if the box is empty already, it'll go ahead and break it. So yeah, we actually don't need actually, we do need this hopper because there is a chance that the box can fall here. So, next we need to hook this up to here. So I'm thinking we're just going to run this line of hoppers into here. And then what I'm thinking is I'm going to make probably... I might make a dropper elevator here. Just to make this simple. We actually only need to go here. How many droppers do I have? I have 2 droppers. So if I do this, then I can push this over into here, correct? So if I put that in there, I give that a redstone signal, it goes up. Give it another redstone signal, it's going to go over, and it's going to go into there. And then once it's in there, it should automatically go into here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so everything is all set up. So if we come back here, first off, you're probably wondering why I'm using a wooden pickaxe. Yeah, so I tried to record this clip earlier, and I insta-mined this, and right behind here is the water stream. And it flooded all this redstone, and I had to completely rebuild it. So, yeah, we're now using a wooden pickaxe. What I did for the item elevator is we have a redstone line coming off of our clock here. I ran it all the way around up into a dropper elevator. And basically that just goes up into a water stream, goes all the way around, and goes into our hoppers. So the same time that our item drop off is clicking, our shulker unloader is going to be clicking. So if we come in here, we'll grab all of these shulkers. So just in case, we have a line plus 3. We'll grab all of those. Let's grab, I don't know, we'll grab some blocks out here. We'll grab some cobblestone. So let's say we come back from mining, right? We step down, we stand on our pressure plate, we drop all of our items in. We drop all of our shulker boxes in. Everything's going to get popped out. The shulkers are going to get checked for items to see if they have anything. If they do, the items are going to get pulled out. They're going to get put into this water stream along with everything else to get sorted. And then once they get emptied, they're going to automatically be pulled out of the unloader here, and they're going to go up into our water stream. So once this guy gets empty, we should be able to see him break. There we go. And he gets kicked out along with everybody else. And they're automatically getting sent back into storage. This is so freaking cool. And there's everybody. Let's turn gamma off. Let's bump this. And there we go. We have a row plus 3 of shulker boxes that are empty. And everything else should have been sorted. Let's rename this to Redstone Pick, just so that we know if we ever need to break in here. We know, actually, you know what? Let's put it on this block here. That way we know if we need to break in here, we use this pickaxe, not our Efficiency 5 one that insta-mines freaking stone brick. So one thing I also worked off of between episodes, or worked on, is I added some cracked stone brick into the auto smelter in here, just to kind of make it look, give it some variation. And I figured, like, it's going to be hot in here, right? Because of all these furnaces going. So, like, some of the stone is going to be cracked. So it looks kind of cool. The only problem is there's no, like, stair or slab variants for cracked stone. Or cracked stone brick. So, yeah. So, next is, I think we're going to work on... God, I wish there was a way that I could make these vines stop growing. That is so annoying. Yeah, we're going to work on an entrance. And I'm thinking that I really want to put it... I was thinking up over here, but there's like a... I don't know, there's like a little cave here. Although it could be cool to come down into our cave, right? But I was thinking up over here, we could have an entrance that came in and then that we kind of drop down into, right? Because we have this kind of natural, like, ledge here. So it's like you come in, you're like, oh, you know, there's some farms and stuff, and then you drop down and it just opens up into our chasm here. But I don't know. I'm going to play with some designs too on what I want to go with, and I think in the meantime I'm going to work on spreading some of our grass here and getting that moved around. I need to find a plains biome that I can just kind of go wreck and get a bunch of grass. Alright, so I've been quite busy here between clips. So our old entrance used to be right there into the cave, and I actually moved it. I also did quite a bit of other stuff here between clips. We have another portal now that is right here, just because I got tired of flying to the other base to go to the nether and to the end. And then over here, past this little pond, is the new entrance to the base. So I've been working on this. I'm still not happy with it. It still looks a little blocky, but I'm not sure. I tried kind of just spamming some moss and some carpets. I don't really think that worked, but yeah, you come in, it kind of goes into like a stone brick theme. I thought that'd look cool since that's kind of what we're doing down below. And then you come into like a nice overgrown style bridge. And then you come out into a grass path. Here's kind of a side view of the bridge. I use different logs here. I don't know if I like it or not. If you come down in here, you'll notice the spruce logs kind of have more of a green texture. So it looks like a little more algae on the logs. And then the dark oak is more of a like a darker theme. But I don't know, maybe I need to flip those around so the darker's on the bottom. Wood doesn't really get lighter, though, in water. It gets lighter when it dries. So that doesn't really make sense. But, like, the algae would probably be closer to the bottom than at the top. I don't know. It looks weird, but I'll have to fix it and play with it. I did go ahead and start spreading some grass around, and I was playing with some moss, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it. Eventually, if I come over here, you can see I kind of started using some moss, bringing it down into the water. I think eventually I want to replace all of this stone with like some nice gravel, and just get more of like an overgrown feel to it. That's kind of the theme I'm going for. Like you can see that a lot with the bridge here. It's kind of overgrown, stuff just kind of scattered around. I did these little canopies on the top. That's where I hung the lighting from. And like over here, like some of them are broken. This one's not even complete. Like, it looks like the cave has taken over what was built here originally. Like some of the fences are missing because the berries have grown down. So, next thing is I want to work on our pathway to actually get down. And you can see I have some spruce logs. Actually, I think, yeah, these are dark oak logs. These are just kind of marking out like the general pathing that I want to take. So, I want to come down here. And I guess I should mention before, I want to keep this same kind of dark wood aspect to it, but then make it overgrown. So imagine we're going to have some like stairs and slabs going down with bushes everywhere. But yeah, this is just like, again, the general pathing. So we're going to come down here. We're going to come down into here. I think I'm going to hollow this out a little bit back here, and I'm going to make like a little lake. I think that'll look cool. Yeah, we're coming down here. We're going to come across here. That way you can kind of see like the where we're going to, and then it's going to come up. I'm going to knock a couple layers off of this. You're going to come over across, probably between all of these water patches, and I think I'm going to actually make another water patch over here, just so it kind of looks like you're going between them. And then we're going to come around here. We're going to come down. I'm going to have like a little, probably like a diagonal bridge going down here. I think that'll look cool. And then we're going to come up and around. I missed the jump. And come up here, and then we're going to come down, and I'm not going to shoot it across. I'm actually going to come down kind of to here as like a platform, and then I'm going to bring it down into here. And then this will take us down into our actual area. So I think that'll look cool because when you come down here, when you get like on this level, you'll be able to look out and see all the cool like cave that we have, and you'll be able to see everything up above. And then it'll come down here, and then the staircase will kind of just probably hug this wall and come down into our actual base area. I also worked on, or played with some ideas of some different woods, because I want to change all of these like rail network lines out from just oak, along with changing the actual pillars from oak. And I think I want to use dark oak wood. I really like the kind of dark texture that it has. Spruce just looks way too light to be this deep into a cave. So I think I'm going to go with the dark oak, and then I'll probably do the pillars kind of like I did up there, where I'll use some spruce logs that are stripped, along with some vines to kind of show like a algae or like a vine growing on them, or grass. The problem is you can't place vines in water, which really sucks. That's why there's no vines up there. I would have probably spammed vines. Yeah, you also notice that we have 2 beacon effects. That is because between clips here, I actually went to the nether. I really got to figure out a way to stop these vines from growing. I may write a data pack for this. It can't be that hard to write a data pack where like I right click it with a shear and it stops it from growing, kind of like how you can do with these. That's got to be easily written in a data. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, so I went to the nether. I was hanging out in a Discord call with a couple buddies of mine. Shout out Blue Sif. You know who you are. And I got another beacon. So I just kind of set it up in here for now. This room is totally 100% temporary. I just wanted to be able to have haste 2 and speed 2, just because I was doing a lot of running around and going back and forth from the storage area up to there. Which I did find out, by the way, you can do this trip in 1 rocket if you do it right, which is really cool. And then when you jump off, you just kind of float. So that's actually really cool. That's one thing I hate about having elytra, is it takes away from like building paths, right? Like, why would I build a pathway all the way up top there when I can just, fly? Like, that's the one thing I don't like about elytras in this game. They're really awesome. They give you a lot of vertical, they add a lot of verticality to the game, but it also takes away from the pathing and building the paths, because then you're never going to use them, right? Like, no one is ever going to walk up a staircase when they can just fly. Like, that's not going to happen. Anyway, again, I digress. I'm getting off topic. So, I think next thing I want to work on in this episode is I'm going to work on getting all of these rail lines swapped over. And I'm actually going to finish some of these, and I'm actually going to break some others. So, I like how they're broken, but I want them to be broken, like, differently. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want this to just be, like, a solid, pathway. I want it to be broken up and kind of, like, the world is reclaiming itself, right? Like, nature's taking back over. I also need to figure out what I want to do with these chains. I kind of like how they look, but, like, it doesn't make sense if you're going to have a pillar and then also have a chain. Like, structurally, that doesn't make no sense. I took architecture in school for, like, multiple years, and, like, that's not how support works. Like, those logs are going to support so much more than that thin little chain is. And I'm not sure why I'm trying to give Minecraft realistic physics. But, yeah, anyway, I'm going to work on building here for a while. So I'll bring you guys back when I got something to show you. Oh, Lord. Okay, guys, so a few things have changed between clips here. Number one is I'm actually using a different noise suppression filter on OBS, so hopefully you won't hear the big shop fans coming through my office as much. Number two, I've worked a lot on our cave, and so I'm excited to show you. So if we step out here, you'll see I've kind of started mossing everything up, spreading the moss down into the grass with these carpets. I went through and I tried to bring this down as far as I could, and I'm just running out of bone meal, so I gotta AFK the mob farm some more. But I got rid of a bunch of the clay blocks here, spread the moss down. I put it up on the walls with some more vines. I made a little waterfall here. I added some sugarcane, which I actually need to spread this some more. So we can do that really quick. And basically, I've kind of just been putting it wherever, just to hopefully let it spread. But I'm liking the waterfall that's coming down. I ended up changing out all of the oak planks here for dark oak. And then I changed all of the pillars into spruce wood. Which I think that turned out really good, especially when you're back up here. And you look out kind of in amongst it. It looks really nice with the dark themes. Now, you're probably noticing the staircase. And this is going to be our way in and out of the cave, so keep in mind I still got to do a lot of detailing on this place, but this is kind of the general basic layout that I want to go with. So, we come down here, and we have a nice staircase that goes up. We got some kind of bracing and support here. We've got a nice little balcony we can look out over. Then as we come up, as I was building the staircase here, I was spreading the moss and adding grass. We come up here and we have more bracing and more vines. I did want to leave some of the stone in the walls just so it's not fully taken over yet. And then coming up here, we're continuing. I kind of went with the curvature of the mountain here. So we're coming on up, and then we get into a little flat spot. And what I did here was I put it over top of the river. And then I made it look like some parts of it had kind of fell down. Again, we have our vines coming down. Then as we come on up into here, again, it follows the terrain up. This shouldn't be here. Endermen are annoying. And we go into, in through the cave here. And again, I use more bracing, more vines to kind of make it seem overgrown. And I want to kind of destroy some of this pathway and make it look like it's been taken over too. Coming up here, we have another little bridge, and this just goes over a water stream that's coming down. These were all, there was a bunch of little separate water pools here that I took out and made it all, into one big one. So the water's kind of just cascading, it made its own route, right? Because, that's how water kind of acts, is it just cuts a path. So again, we come up over this bridge, more bracing. I really like the idea of bracing this up, because you're not going to walk under this and not have anything here. Then we come down, it kind of gets a little flat here. So I'm trying to follow the terrain as much as I can. We have a nice cave here. I'm going to put maybe another waterfall up into there. Coming down, and then maybe make this a little water area. We're coming on up, and here we go again with another little ledge. Again with waterfalls coming down in through here. I need to actually spread the moss back there some more, but I'm running out of moss, so. And then we come up top here, and again I kind of spread the moss around. And we've got more vines, more of the glowberries. I've been trying to get rid of as many torches as I can. There is still some that I'm missing, or that I need to light it up. And so the way that I'm doing the lighting down through here, through this pathway, is not only with the lanterns, that's kind of what's lighting up the main path, but then I'm also using carpets and glowstone. So if I can find one here, I can show you. I think there's one back here. Yeah, so this is what I've been doing. I've been putting glowstone with a carpet on it so it matches the moss and the greenery. And you would never know there's a glowstone there. There's 3 stacks of glowstone between up there and down there. And I still can't find but only a few of them. Like, I can find that one just because I know it's there. But if you're walking past, you're never going to know that glowstone is there. I really like that idea of kind of hiding the lighting. I've even done that some in the walls, and this was an idea that I was playing with. If I go back over here, is if you see right there where that carpet is, that's actually a glowstone block, and then I just kind of put moss around it and left a little hole there. I was trying to see if it would look good if I kind of textured some of these flat walls and brought them out into more of a third dimension. And I like it, but I need to figure out, maybe I need to put moss behind that. I don't know. It still looks a little weird to me. But yeah, we come on up here. Don't know why I took damage there. We come on up here, we have more vines, and then we hit the bridge that I had built before. One thing that I got to do a lot of is I need to texture this lake, and I need to actually get in here and, you know, make it not just all stone. If I come out in free cam, like this needs to all be textured down in here. This all needs to be textured. I need to spread my moss. Same for this side. All of that this all needs to be kind of moss, grass, gravel, something like that. That was me playing with it over there. Was the idea. But yeah, I'm really, really liking the way this is turning out. There's going to be a lot more work that needs done, and I'll be honest, this took me like a day and a half to do. Mainly because I kept running out of dark oak logs, because all of this is built out of stairs and slabs. So, yeah. Definitely a grind. That, and I kept running out of glowstone. I've been to the nether like 5 times to get glowstone, so... But, anyway, that is all the time I have for this episode. I know this has been quite a building-heavy episode, but that's fine because next episode is going to be all about farms. I'm thinking about connecting this pathway up too. But anyway, I digress. Next episode is going to be about farms. We're going to get a sugarcane farm set up, probably a bamboo farm, and definitely either move the moss farm I have now down here, or I'm going to build a bigger moss farm because, yeah, I am completely out of moss. Like, if I go in the storage room here, yeah, I have 46 moss left to my name. So, definitely need to get back into farming. So, anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with a nice time-lapse of the pathway here and some really nice shaders. And hopefully you guys did enjoy. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.